Do a countdown.
10, 2, 1.
All right, welcome to Francy and The Law. This is our first official episode. My name is Dan. This is Francy. I'm a criminal defense lawyer. She's an artist. And this is the show with hot takes on art and, of course, the law. And today's topic is, of course, a real hot topic, the Joker. So with that in mind, Francie, what did you think of the Joker?
I liked it. Last Sunday we rode our bikes over and watched it at a local theater. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty dark, but in a good way. And I think that it touched obviously on a lot of topics like mental health and how they're treated and the problem with, how much help people are actually getting and medication.
Yeah.
How about you? How'd you like it?
So, not to be a dick and pull out my phone, but I'm going to go ahead and run a timer here because we're trying to keep this one under 10 minutes for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I get bored a lot with these types of shows. But it's not just going to be about the Joker. We're going to talk about other things, of course, current events. And, we could talk a lot about, of course, true crime shows down the road. But I think that fictional crime shows a lot of times have more of a impact on society, like, of course, the Joker has. But when you say it was cool, like, what, as an artist, kind of what was your takeaway of just, like, the imagery in general? Like,
I thought it was shot very well. One thing I really noticed that was cool, I think we talked about it after the movie, but when he was in the psychiatrist office, just the setup of everything was just so artistically done well. Just a lot of attention to detail, all of like the files everywhere, and just it really kind of felt like they did a lot of work with the set design. I thought that was like so neat, which they do a good job with that with all of those types of movies, but it was pretty neat, especially the makeup and style that they had him do. But what about you?
That was exactly my thought. Just a little background, not just law. Of course, I've also gone to film school for a little bit, 3 semesters down at Scottsdale Community College. Shout out Artichokes. But I worked on some student films, and just really basic set design could be very time consuming for people. And to see that level of detail, you get to truly appreciate just that scene. I think it was more detail than, like, whenever the Nolan Batmans, I mean, they were amazing movies, but whenever they were kind of in a smaller room, a lot of it was more kind of, I felt like, not as detailed, of course, in the background. I could be wrong on that. I may need to rewatch those, but, like, I don't think they would have ever put as much detail into a small room as they did.
Yeah.
Like, in the Joker. And
it was just very noticeable. It stood out a lot. It was like it was fun to watch.
Yeah. But what I also wanted to ask you about was basically, since you are a very visual person, you teach people art. What was the scene that stuck out the most to you?
The scene, I don't know. I mean, that was kind of interesting. I thought the whole, not to bring up another one, but I thought the whole concept of it was neat. But I don't know. I mean, him like dancing, especially at the end. Not to like, I thought that's like a spoiler or anything, but they kind of made
a soundtrack.
It was good. Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah. I really, really loved the song choice that they chose for when he was going down the steps. I don't know who sings that song. It might be Gary Glitter or something like that. That do 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 do. Yeah, that song we used to always listen to as a kid, like watching sports events. So it was like weird to hear it like right after he basically kills somebody. Like it's like a celebration song, but it was kind of a look to like a look inside his head. I don't think it was glorifying the killings and stuff like that people were worried about with this movie when it came out. But I would definitely recommend it. From a criminal defense lawyer's perspective, I have dealt with people who have his same laughter issue when they discuss serious topics. So, I might be sitting down with somebody being like, hey, you're about to go to prison, and they just burst out into laughter. And the first time that happened, it was very memorable to me.
Yeah, how'd that make you feel? Were you kind of
I didn't
aware,
know what to
or
do.
okay?
I went and consulted with some attorneys who were more experienced or had dealt with these types of issues before, and they're like, well, that person understands what's going on, and that's just more or less their coping mechanism. So I thought it was actually very clever how they wrote this movie, about a comic book, but kind of created this character from a real life origin story about mental health issues. It's not like he just fell in a vat of goo or whatever. Like
something magically happened, because all of those movies are about these villains and these crazy people, and the real people that end up a little bit troubled. I mean, there's always a history of it. You don't just one day wake up, for the most part. Of course, if you maybe like have any brain trauma or anything, but for the most part, it's how you grew up and how you were raised, and the medication that is available to you or not available to you, or people that are wanting to listen or don't want to listen.
What did you think about the guy laughing in the theater?
That was actually what I was going to ask you, because Ryan and I were talking about how, some people think that it's going to glorify the
Ryan,
mental
her
health,
boyfriend,
and
Ryan, who's in the booth
producer
right
Ryan.
From the back.
But yeah, in the theater, a guy kept breaking out in laughter in all of the weird and awkward spots, and I kind of wonder if he's seen it before or not, first of all, if he kind of knew what he was doing. Although the theater was good about shutting that down, which was nice, but I don't know, that was kind of strange to be. I felt like it was kind of mocking the whole thing. I don't think it was, I think he was maybe being funny, but it...
Yeah, so a little background, guys. There was a guy laughing during all the parts the Joker was laughing at. That weren't necessarily funny parts of the movie. He was in the theater, and I heard it not as much as you guys heard it. I don't think I was.
We were just a little closer, yeah.
I didn't have the guts to rat him out, but you did.
Well,
I'm not a rat.
I had to go to the bathroom, and they're very big on. They have no tolerance for any sort of disruption, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I told you, well, both of our first jobs were working at the theater. I was at AMC, he was at Harkins, and it's good when a theater can... So I went right up to her, and I was like, hey, just so you know, there's like these guys in the back. They're kind of being obnoxious and like, laugh.
Did you get popcorn burns too, or no?
Popcorn burns?
You never got burned from the popcorn, the hot butter?
No, you didn't get any popcorn.
No. When you were working.
Oh, no. I
AMC.
never remember that, but I was more...
Did you have to get the popcorn out of the machine, the fresh
I
stuff?
wasn't a concessionist, mostly.
Oh,
I didn't, yeah.
Not a concessionist.
No.
They put the pretty girl up front.
My boyfriend was a manager, so...
Were you a ticket taker?
That didn't have anything to do.
What did you do there?
I did the ushering, so like the theaters and...
Like tell people where to sit? Or
No.
did you clean the theater?
No, you clean them, you go
Okay.
through, yeah. I did concessions
gig.
for a while, but in the very beginning.
Our experiences were a lot different, it sounds like. I was just getting burnt by butter.
Yeah, I didn't like being back there.
Cummerbund, all sweaty.
I remember changing out all of the soda machine, or not machines, but the soda things, and they were so freaking heavy, but
yeah.
I'm strong.
So big question on this will be my last question about the Joker for you. Did you shed a tear or no?
Oh yeah, I was crying a lot.
Wow. See, I couldn't.
Well, there was a lot of times where I'm just like, I just like want to hug him. It was just very sad, because also I mean, for the most part, I didn't really feel like I was upset at anyone he killed. Not that I would condone that, but at the same time, I mean, it was just sad. It was really sad how...
What about the guy who gave him the gun? That guy wasn't that bad.
No, but that was the whole thing. You don't just give someone a gun. What do you think? Like, especially in that case.
Trying to help him out.
No.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do that. That's like very illegal and a very big problem with guns anyway. But no, I think if anything, that was the biggest. I don't know. I was not upset about that. I think,
Yeah, the older couple walked out during that part.
I didn't see that.
They thought the little guy was gonna get it next.
If you would,
they see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, cat's out of the bag now. We've spoiler alert.
Yeah, hopefully you've watched it.
So we're approaching our 10-minute mark, and so what I want to do is just ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Joker?
I mean, I'd like to give it a 10, but I think maybe that's like just. I really loved it. I thought it was really good. Although I don't know if I would.
A perfect 10.
Well, but the thing is, I don't know that I would like. I definitely wouldn't go and watch it again in the theater. So no. I feel like a 10 out of 10 would have to be if you would go back to see it.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, so maybe an 8.7.
Okay. All right.
To be like not too easy on it.
Would you watch it again?
Maybe.
Okay.
Not right away, but I think it would be. Because especially movies like that, it's great to kind of go back and see things that maybe you didn't, that you missed before, that, was like left there to infer later.
All right. So.
How about you?
I'm a maybe 2 with you now that I thought about it. When I first walked out of it, I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to see that again.
You did say that, great. Yeah.
I gave it the 8.2.
Okay.
I think it's a great movie. I think it's better than I expected the director of Hangover to ever make.
Did you like that it wasn't comic booky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was.
So I'm gonna give it the 8.2 and a maybe again as to whether I'll see it again. But Ryan was right. It's kind of like the same feeling I got when I saw what was that movie? A Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
Where it's like a great movie, but like it's very emotionally draining. So if you haven't seen it yet and you're planning on going to see it, definitely like. Be prepared for an intense, like, emotional ride.
Try to show up in a good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, show up in a good mood.
Yeah.
And be quiet. Don't ruin it for others or in the theater.
Or if you are going through a breakup, maybe go see it. Maybe it'll be cathartic. Like you can let the demons out. I don't know. But we're over 10 minutes, which is actually a good thing. That means we're having fun. So let's kind of shift gears and talk more about you, because you've got some events coming up. Let's hear more about that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. The past week I had a bunch of painting events. I had a big Paint Your Pet, which was a lot of fun. Oh. Those are a blast. I get all these dogs and cats emailed to me, and I spend about 2 hours or so on each pet, because they send in 2 to 3 pictures of their pet. Then I take that, I digitally draw it, and then I do a digital painting for them. They pick out the color scheme of the animal. So then at the class, the canvas is pre-drawn with their pet, and they also have that digital painting to reference, so they know where to put the colors, and it's like very paint by numbers, but it's just so much fun. But I did create a few paintings, but 2 that I kind of want to talk about. Lagunitas, we're going to be doing an event with. At Linger Longer Lounge.
It's a good spot.
It is. Oh, have you been there?
Yeah, good DJs in there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just went there a couple days ago to check out the place, and it's just gonna be fun. So we're going to be doing that with Lagunitas. So pull this out. This is the painting that we're going to be doing.
I like it.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. Ryan is a huge Lagunitas fan. That's pretty much his go-to. And we've had this coaster that I think we stole from Casey's, their Lagunitas coaster. And every time I've seen it, I'm like, I want that to be a painting. So I reached out to the Lagunitas rep, Nick at Guinness, hooked me up with her. And so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be recreating this guy. It's all done step by step, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And
Mark your calendars. When was that again?
November 12th.
November 12th.
Tuesday, November 12th at 6:30. And you
AM?
can... PM. I will never do a painting class at 6:30 a.m. unless the price is right. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. It also includes a Lagunitas. The rep will be buying everyone their first round.
That's reason enough to go.
All right. And they're giving you a Lagunitas mason jar cup, which is so cool. It's really cute. Yes. And then lastly, you'll see this up on the calendar soon, but I did this painting that I really fell in love with. My friend Christine brought over some spider mums right over by Dan. They're still hanging on right there. But yeah, she brought them over, and she actually gave me just a couple of them. She got a bouquet. But I'm like, this would be a perfect painting to do.
Bring a little closer for this one. See if I can get a little detail.
And what's fun about it is it has all that gold on the side. So be on the lookout for that on the calendar. It's going to be a fun one. It'll be all taught step by step, and you'd be surprised how actually easy this one will be.
So that one's going to be probably December?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in November, December. So you can check both of those out at paintingwithcanvas.com and anything on Instagram, which is the handle's Painting with Canvas.
Yeah, and any questions you guys have about art or criminal defense, feel free to reach out to me. Other aspects of the law I know little to nothing about, so please don't send me your family law custody questions. I get a lot of those. I do not know how to help you get your kids back. I'm sorry. But I appreciate you guys listening. And,
You can maybe refer to someone, but...
Yeah, maybe. I'll find somebody if I can't take your case, that kind of thing. But, yeah, I don't really have events. But
Wait,
yeah,
how many case dismissals are you at for the year?
like 56, I think.
That's
I have to
awesome.
Go back and check. But
That's cool.
yeah, 56 cases dismissed on the year, so it's been a good year. And if you guys want to reach out to me, I can be found at drwilsonlawaz.com. That's drwilsonlawaz.com. And that's the final plug I have. And yeah, should we just wrap this thing up with
Yeah.
what? I mean, we recommend the Joker.
Well, actually, one thing you said that you haven't seen the El Camino movie,
yeah.
the Breaking Bad one. So your homework, why don't you watch it, and then we can kind of like talk about it in the next one.
Yeah, if anybody has a Netflix passcode they want to send me, I was using.
We'll give you a profile. I've
was
set up a
using,
profile for one of my two of my friends. I'm like, just use them, like just do it. No one will freaking use the profile.
Yeah,
so
send me your profile.
make us feel
I was
you
using
wanted.
somebody else's.
Yeah,
and now
we got you.
We are no longer dating, so I can't.
You get
I
a
had to-
boob
I
job,
had to log
and
out.
she moves on.
Let's not talk about
okay.
that.
Quick edit.
All right.
All right. Well,
Until next time.
good hanging out again.
This has been Francy and the Law. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.